Can you see the course pretest this time, my dear student?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
here.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes, sir.
okay, okay. Thank you. First is the outcomes. I think you have already. I already discussed already the course guide and the outcomes for this lesson. The outcome for this lesson is hopefully you can evaluate the the an outcomes based syllabus using the OBTL features as a model of or as a framework of OBE. So siguro at the end of this lesson, you are going to find a syllabus. Then, Human, let's try to evaluate it according to the checklist. So there's a checklist at the end of this course. Then you are going to identify if the indicators are present or not. Then you are going to make remarks if the indicators are not present, and what are the best thing that you are going to do. So in this pretest rather is you are going to simply ask these basic questions. So probably I'm going to ask it orally here at this Zoom meeting, and try to ask yourself, uh, why is it necessary for teachers to make a course syllabus in the subject they teach? What do you think, my dear students? Can anybody would like to uh, answer this question? Number one.
Sir,
Anybody? Oh, yes, yes. Okay.
it is necessary for teachers to make a course syllabus
Mm,
on the subject they teach to lay out the expectations and the quality and kinds of work the students must be able to do,
okay.
and also to be prepared on the lessons and topics, sir.
Okay. Okay. Especially this time is you need to prepare the lessons. Dili pareho
Yes,
not the same the face to face that at the teacher can have their art of teaching and they just simply maneuver on the mastery of the lesson, and they can just simply teach it according to their own way of teaching the course or teaching the subject.
yeah.
This time you have to really plan it because you have to
Prepare.
go with the structure. You are going to go to Zoom, you are going to go in a LMS, and all those things should be planned accordingly. And dili siya ingon nga depende lang sa hunahuna ni teacher. Karon, it should be planned accordingly. So that students will be guided. Okay. I think that's a good sharing. Who was that one? Who was that? Who was the one answering this question?
Miss
Casas po,
Casas.
sir.
Miss Casas, Jamaica? Is it Jamaica
Yes,
Casas?
sir.
Okay, Miss Casas. Then let's proceed. At least it's a matter of guide. It's a matter of plan. It's a matter of allowing students to what are the expectation of teach students, the outcomes. Most likely the term there is the outcomes, and what are the strategies that probably the students will going to undergo as they proceed in the lesson. Okay, there's a good question here. What's the difference between a course syllabus and a curriculum checklist? Are you aware about curriculum checklist?
Yes, sir.
Oh, what is that curriculum checklist?
It seemed to be
Prospectus.
prospectus, the
Okay,
courses and the program
it's the prospectus. Okay.
subject. Yes.
Okay. Sa prospectus because gi-term na siya og curriculum checklist. Kay common sa to is prospectus. Tagay kog prospectus diha bi, ana man na ang common sa mga
Yes.
Pero this time, a curriculum checklist is the same thing as a prospectus in which it just simply what? Unsa may naa dito sa curriculum checklist?
The different
Subjects.
subjects or courses present in the
Courses
program.
present in the program and is indicated
As unit.
unit per unsa man siya per semester.
Per
Per
semester.
semester.
Makita nimo per semester nga naa sila didtoy uh, first semester mo ni ang imong courses listed. These are the order of uh, the courses being listed in this program. Aside from the courses nga gilista nila, they are also going to have this logical order, chronological
Yes.
and logical order. Di ba nagitawag nila og prerequisite?
Yes,
Oo
sir.
or not.
Okay, okay. Na dito'y prerequisite o co-requisite. So what's the difference between prerequisite and co-requisite? Ang prerequisite is that it's the level, it's not the subject, my dear student. It's a level of competence that you have to achieve in a particular course in order for you to be prepared on the next course.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ang common answer sa mga teacher ani is what do you mean by prerequisite? Subject ra guna siya nga gi-take nimo una o sa kamo take ani nga subject. No, it's not. Most
Yes.
literally it is, but it's not a good justification, my dear student. Ganong prerequisite man siya? Because kana nga subject nga prerequisite kanang before nimo nga subject i-take o sa ma-take nimo siya nga mga subject ubang subject. Ang reason niya is that you have to go through with that level of competence. You have to reach first, you have to achieve first the outcomes of that course before you go to the next level. Okay, it's because if you go directly on the next level, you will not be understanding or you will not be appreciating the essence of that course because you have no skills and knowledge, previous skills and knowledge for you to be prepared on the next level of competence. So it's not on the course only, but it's the level of competence that you have to achieve. What do you mean by competence, my dear students? Competence is a conglomeration, is a combination of knowledge, skills, and attitude. So therefore, if you are taking sample, English 111, for example, and English 112. Just an example, marag dili na present siguro karon. Dapat mo take ang English 111 before ka mo take og English 121. Ingana. So, if you cannot take English, you cannot take English 121 because you don't have the English 111. So, sa first semester, i-take nimo si English 111. Sa second semester, i-take nimo si English 121 or 211 depende na sa coding nila. So naay first semester nga English nimo, naay second semester nga English nimo. So ingana na. So therefore, the prerequisite there, the prerequisite course of English 211 or 121 depende silang code is the English 111. So now, in the curriculum checklist, it should be logically arranged. Not just simply logically arranged also, but it should also be chronologically arranged. So, naa siya sakto nga time o naa po siya sakto nga reason. Kung may sakto nga time, motong first semester siya nimo i-take, second semester siya nimo sunod nga i-take ang sunod nga course for that particular example. English 111 sa first semester, English 211 sa second semester. Mo na siya gitawag karon sa course development or course planning nga chronological arrangement. O, ang iyang time gi-consider. Now, kung may kag logically arranged, it means that the level of competence there must be achieved first in English 111 in preparation for the English 211. Di ba? So, kumiyon ka, the subject, the courses are logically arranged. It means there's a clear arrangement in terms of the competence or the level of competence that the students should achieve before taking another level of courses or another level of competence. So, klaro ba na diha sa curriculum checklist? Dili mo makita mo sa iyong curriculum checklist is mga lista lang na siya sa mga subject niyo or mga courses ninyo. Na units dito, yan na siya prerequisite and co-requisite. Na po siya gitawag og co-requisite. Co-requisite means that they should exist in a particular semester para you will learn together simultaneously in that particular competence, level of competence. Again, it's not on the subject, but it's on the level of competence na dapat i-achieve the students in that particular course. No. Ang klaro naman good nga example nato diyan na is ang masabtan sa mga maestro is because of uh, ilarang inaon nga oy dapat mo take ka anig una o sa ani so, okay prerequisite ni siya pero dili na siya mao ang term ang pinaka-importante you have to consider the level of competence that the student should achieve in that particular prerequisite course so that the students will be prepared to the next level. Klaro ta diha? So,
Yes, sir.
ang course syllabus is more specific. More specific siya compared to the curriculum checklist because it only talk about a particular course. And in the course syllabus, there present dito, na dito'y outcomes, na dito'y topics, na dito'y content, na dito'y teaching learning activities, na dito'y assessment task, na dito'y mga references. Now, in that course syllabus also, dapat there's a clear presentation in order for students to be guided in taking the course. Oh, katong curriculum checklist is dito lang ang murag general siya, mas higher siya, general siya in concept with respect to the course syllabus, excuse me. Because ang curriculum checklist is only dealing with the courses with respect to the program that you are enrolled. Okay. Now, let's proceed here. I think there are people who answered this pre-test. Clarity of focus. Uh, there are 4 principles of OBE. These are the 4 principles, A, B, C, D. One is the clarity of focus on culminating exit outcomes of significance. My God, it's a really big, it's a, kani siya nga phrase, oh, is a, kuha kay siya, kanang marag, para nako is laom kayo siya tugkaron gamay. Because most likely, you should be clear on what the students should achieve at the end of the course. Sir, at the end of the course nang magid siya, sir? Or unsa magid na siya pattern ana, sir? Ingani siya. You have to be clear of what the student should achieve in a particular lesson mo na siyang usa. Then you should be clear on a particular uh, outcomes that the student should achieve in a particular course. Ikaduha, lesson, sunod, course. Then you should be clear on what particular outcomes that the students should achieve in a particular program. So, gina, lesson, course, program. So, na po,
Program.
you should be clear on your focus on what the student should be able to do at the end of the Asa man siya? At the end of the dili na kay program as identity niya in the institution, in the university. Muna gitawag nato
Yes.
siya graduate attributes. Sige ha, example. Balik ko nato siya. Lesson, unsay outcomes niya.
Program,
Sunod, course,
course,
sunod, program,
program,
sunod, institutional.
institution.
University. So, balik ko na to diri. Sa lesson, di ba, niyon ko diri sa akong lesson, niyon ko diri nga, at the end of the course, the students will be able to evaluate. Muna siya yung lesson level. Clear ba? Sa lesson
Yes, sir.
level, lesson 1 man ni siya nato. Okay ko. At the end of this lesson, the students will be able to evaluate a course syllabus. Lesson siya nga level. Sa kuan nga level, sa course nga level, yung ko nga kung mahuman mo ani nga course at the end of this course, you will be able to what? To design an outcomes-based syllabus.
Design of.
So muna sa course level. Kay ang course na to is kani mga atong the teacher and the school curriculum, right? Klaro ba? Oh. Then human, ang third nga level is ang atong program. Munang atong i-achieve based on CMO 75 series. BPED is another CMO. Can you please check usa nang BPED diha number? Palihog ko, tagay ko nga. Di naman diha BPED palihog. Later lang ako lang ibalik na siya. So sa program nga level, it means mo na siya ang kanang sa nada palihog. Ay kana lang akong one hard copy kay di ko na mabasa. Oo. Oh. Or naka des kay la pugod des kay ako siyang i-share diha sa ila ha. Same os 80. Oh, have you read CMO 80 series 2017? Wala, nakabasa mo ana wala.
Wala.
Wala, sige. I-share na lang din sa
Wala
kuan.
po, sir.
Sige, kaya ato tang i-share sa inyo para makabalo mo mo sa inyong program. I-share na lang sa ako this palihog. I-send lang sa Messenger. Okay, para ma-download na ako diri. BPED is CMO 80 series 2017. So atong tan-awon karon ang asa nasulod si ang atong course with respect to the program outcomes. Na-share na ni mo des? Okay, na-share na ko ni Ma'am Des ato na sang tan-awon. Okay. For a while, I'm going to open it up para maklaro ninyo ang inyong wa pa gyud mo kita ani inyong CMO sukad-sukad.
Wala pa, sir.
Wala pa, sir.
Sige, aron makita ninyo karon ang inyong CMO, ako ning i-share sa inyo ha. Okay. Okay, mindot maguni siya. Makaingon ka ba nga karon nag-eskwela ko kani bang gitudlo sa akong maestro, napa ni siya alignment ngadto sa akong program? Unsa kay gibuhat ani no, di ba? Makaana ka ba sa imong kagalingon? Kung kani ba atong gibuhat, and you can also test also some of your kanang kuan. Kanina okay ta ninyo? Wala. Wala pa ninyo kinakita. Ang pretest pa inyo nakita. Hello my dear students. Na pretest pa inyo nakita.
Oo, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sandali lang.
Oo, sir.
Diara. Diara siya. Okay. Angayan siya kaayo kaya makita na ko. Okay. Mo ni ang number. I-write ni nga number kay para makita ninyo ba nga naday mo'y basis dito sa kanang shed. Oo. Dili lang ang program nato gi-offer sa university is because ganahan ang university. No, it's not. I-offer siya sa program, i-offer ang program nato is because naa siya gitawag og shed memorandum order. Mo na siya CMO, mo na kasagaran sulti sa mga maestra. CMO, ang inyong CMO is CMO 80 series 2017. Naka-record na ka, Des? Wa pa? Nag-record din mo siya ganina pa? Ha? Okay, very good. Okay. Now, let's proceed diri sa outcomes sa page 8. Kung namoy time, maka-scroll mo ana, ma-download naman sa kuan sa paspas na siya ma-download sa Google. What you are going to do is you just simply kanang page 5 di ay sorry, page 5. Now, nakikita mo og program outcomes. Ano? Kita mo ani? Program outcomes section 6. Okay. Na common to all programs, na ay common to discipline, o na ay specific to your major. Alright. So, ang proof ed, asa siya mabilong? Na siya sa common to the discipline. Common to teacher education. Di ba? Now, karon tanawa atong course outcome. Sa atong lesson outcome, ningon ta siya karon nga evaluate a course syllabus. That's lesson outcome. Later, course outcome, yan mo, design a course syllabus. Karon pangutan na, sir, asa man siya na-align sa akong program outcome? So, dire siya magawas, my dear student. Kabasa mo anang kuan, letter D, develop
Yes, sir.
innovative curricula, instructional plans. Di ba instructional plans? Isa
The
sa
teaching.
course syllabus. Okay? Teaching approaches
Yes.
and resources for diverse learners.
Resources
Di ba?
to diverse learners.
Di ba? Diha masud. Diha makita ninyo apply in the development and utilization of ICT to promote quality, relevant, and sustainable. Most likely, mosod siya gamay dire. Mosod po siya dire sa demonstrate a variety of thinking skills in planning, monitoring, monitoring mo na siya yung level sa implementation of the curriculum. Kaya diha man nato na implement na plano nimo mo na paghimo sa syllabus. Ang monitoring mo na giunsa nimo pag-implement sa imong curriculum. Assessing giunsa nimo pag-evaluate sa imong curriculum, and reporting learning processes and outcomes. Diha na to masulod sa di siya diri dapita nga program outcomes. Try to see that our course kaning lesson day atong gibuhat karon, dili lang siya ingon nga gibuhat-buhat ni Sir Cabas. Dili siya ingon nga gidesign na ni Sir Cabas is just because para tagaan ang lesson ni estudyante aron magkondas na para kasi klase sila aron sildoan si Sir Cabas aron na siya ng kwarta. Yeah, na siya sikat siya sa Zoom kay siya may makita iyang naong dire nga kuan dako og ilong. So that could be mayon siya. Pero dili ay ang ato dang gibuhat karon is naa di siya purpose,
Basis.
na siya basis o na siya alignment. There's a clarity of focus. Ano gimin? Clarity of focus. So, atong giklaro kung unsa gid dapat nato di ay. You try to also to check other outcomes of your teacher. Tanawon ninyo, unsa magiging pangayo ni ma'am sa lesson 1? Unsa course outcome niya sa akong lesson? Unsa iyang course outcome? Ang iya bang course outcome align ba sa akong lesson outcome? Pareho ba siya sa among course nga sa Sir Cabas nga gipa-evaluate mi niya? Ya karon pagkahuman siguro ani makahimo na mi og syllabus sa among course. So klaro kayong alignment. Uy, ngadto sa program outcome, asa man na siya dito dapita? O di adire yan gisultin. Naba na sa BPED nabo nga CMO ang iyang gipanulti diha. Asa man na nako kung mahuman ko ani nga course, dapat kani nga level kanang develop innovative curricula, instructional plan, teaching approaches and resources for diverse learners, kaning apply skills, kaning demonstrate variety, blah blah blah, and the other things here. Na-achieve ba na nako tungod kay nisulod ko kang Sir Cabas? O mayon ka, oy, na-achieve na ako. Ay, salamat. Na ako'y nakatabang sa akong program outcomes. Now, my dear student, it's not dili tanan nga course outcomes ma-achieve niya ang mga program outcomes. Ako ha? Sample, ang course outcome ani nga course, dili niya ma-achieve ang tanang program outcomes nga present ani dire. Tinuod dili. Hello my dear student. Napa ba
Tuon,
akong
sir.
sagot? Oh, dili
Tuon,
dili
sir.
dili tanan nga course outcome nga nasa imong course, di ba? Katong nasa syllabus, ma-achieve nimo ning mga program outcomes nga gi-stipulate ani nga CMO. Pero og tanang courses nga inyong gi-enroll diri sa university, dapat ma-achieve niya ni tanan. Nakuha?
Yes,
Di ba
sir.
pila ka courses na inyong gipang enroll dire? Is so many courses diri sa since first year, second year, third year, fourth year, tanang courses ninyo, tanang course outcome ninyo should be aligned to your program outcome. O tanan pod nga mga in lesson intended learning outcome katong lesson outcomes lang ninyo should be aligned to your course outcome. Ang tanang course outcome should be aligned to your program outcomes. Ang tanan niyong program outcomes should be aligned to the institutional outcome. Na-gets ninyo? O sa may institutional outcome na to,
Yes,
di ba? Naingon ta dito nga sa atong vision nga katong uh, a state university leading in research
leading in research and
and
innovation,
innovation for human
human empowerment,
empowerment and societal
and
development.
societal development.
So naitulo ka buok dito about research and innovation. It pertains to instruction and apilo na siya diha. Ang sunod na sad is human empowerment. Ang third na sad is societal
Societal
development.
development.
Okay. Now, try to see. Kung naniguro ka sa cancer kabas nga subject, cancer kabas lang sa dili sa nato sa uban. Naniguro ka cancer kabas nga subject, nakabalo ka mag-evaluate sa syllabus, pagkahuman nakatigo na ka, nakabalo na ka mohimo og syllabus. So most likely sa program outcomes, makita nimo ay kadto mo ko mo develop og curriculum, instructional plans, ingani, nakuha na nako nga outcomes. Karon asa man na siya nga level sa institutional outcome? Ay pwede ka makakandak og research, pwede ka makakandak og research ani nga noon sa kaning flexible learning sa university, may baka ni ang ilang implementation at daw kon ning tan-awon. So basig na kanire demonstrate a variety of thinking skills in planning, monitoring, assessing and
Planning,
reporting learning
monitor.
processes, di ba? So pwede na nimo didto masud nya kung makabalo ka ana, makahatag og result. So may naka an appeal na sa imong attribute as a student, as a graduate in this university. Then na-hire ka, nasud ka sa napasar ka sa board exam, na-hire ka sa BPED, na nakagitawag og makatudlo na ka sa uban mga estudyante. So gi-empower na nimo ang imong self and gi-empower ka sa university para makatindog ka sa imong kagalingon and mahimo kang teacher. So because you are empowered, there's a human empowerment that happens through the development of yourself and the development in the university nga gitabangan ka sa university with all the courses that you enrolled here and ipasar ka sa board exam. So nakatudlo na ka karon sa mga bata, you're now unsa man, you're now contributing something to the society. Try to look at this one. It's a very balik ko na to ang pretest. Klaro ba nato nga atong alignment sa before akong close ning outcome, kanang program outcome? My dear students, klaro ba nga nakita ninyo karon ang alignment sa mga
Yes,
course
sir.
outcome? Okay, klaro.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Naruho na to na siya. Yan, pwede mo maka-download ani para maka-evaluate pug ka sa uban ninyong mga maestra. Ay mo karon you should be vigilant in your learning. Third year na ko, tanawon ko na nako. What will be? Kani akong usa ka teacher karon, mo na ang iyang course outcome, mo ni ang lesson outcome. Asa ni ang align sa iyang course outcome? Asa ni karon align dito sa program outcome? Asa ni karon align sa vision sa university? Di ba? Diha na to nakitaan. Karon nakita mo ang sample nga akong gipakita sa inyo nga ang atong course di ay na-align sa atong lesson, na-align sa atong course, na-align sa program, na-align sa vision sa university. So, ako ning stop ang kanang take note. This one is a CMO 80 Series 2017. So, mo na iyong policies, standards, and guidelines for Bachelor of Physical Education. So, ako ning stop share. I will go back to the lesson. Where is that lesson? Pretest. Okay, balik ko na ko siya. No, di ba? There should be clarity of focus on culminating exit outcomes of significance. So, term is lesson sa lesson level. Exit nato sa lesson level. Exit outcome nato sa lesson level is evaluate. Na may significance nganong mo naman na siya kuan, naman siya purpose ang pag-evaluate sa syllabus. Naa kay para kabalo ka
Yes,
mo
sir.
himo og plan in the future. Okay. Kung kabalo na ka mo evaluate, most likely kabalo ka mo prepare o kabalo ka mo design og syllabus. Yeah, pag makatigo ka ani nga mga outcomes, another exit outcomes is your program outcomes. Ang gimin-an na nga kung mo graduate na ka sa BPED. Yeah, human, kung mo graduate ka sa BPED nga program, are you heading towards kung unsay vision sa university? So naabay significance ang imong mga outcomes nga gipangbuhat diri sa university. That's a good thing that you have to ask yourself. Nga kanibang akong gipang trabaho karon, gibungbuhat karon, na ba ni siya significance ngadto sa akong future nga life. Oo. Outcomes is what the student should be able to do at the end of the lesson, at the end of the course, at the end of the program. And it should be a one way of determining graduate attributes. Muna siya na brand ang university. Kani gyud atong pilion taga BIPSO because ing aninis lang taga BIPSO. Minus na mohimo og mga plano sa learning plan. Minus na mohimo og instructional materials. So muna ang uh, excuse me kay murag nakuha ko sa kong lingkuranan, murag sakit na akong lubot. Sorry kayo. So okay na. Okay na. Let's proceed to
Yes,
that
sir.
munang clarity of focus. Klaro jud na. It should be clear. There should be a clear focus on what the students will be able to do at the end of the lesson, at the end of the course, at the end of the program, and as a university institutional outcomes. Now, expanded opportunity and support for learning success. Usa na siya nga principle. Uh, expanded opportunity is not just simply di ba na deadline? What happened to us is we are time bound. Ano? Kabantay ka mayon na maestro nga you submit this exercise or this assessments on October 30, 2020. Di ba time bound kaayo? Kanang we are boxed in with time. Everything atong mga courses git na lesson natay time anos na mag-discuss, natay time anos at dapat mahuman in a semester, natay time we have time nga dapat anos na dapat mahuman imong curricular offering. Say for example, yung curricular offering dapat you should be finished in 4 years time. So na siya gitawag og time bounded. Pero in an outcomes-based principle, niyo siya expanded opportunity and support for learning success. One way of giving expanded opportunity is not to go with time. Hala, sir, may tabo ba na, sir? Is because sa CHED, sa DepEd, na magay time nga i-consider, na magani schedule. Oo. So, mo ni atong dapat, you have to consider this time also. Nga, unsa man ang expanded opportunity. So you give students extra or expanded opportunity para matiwas nila ilang work, mahuman nila ilang work. So for example, si Sir Cabas, nag-deadline siya October 16, iyang gipalapas ngadto sa October 30. It's because I can feel that my students cannot finish the work in with respect to this time. So most likely, give students expanded opportunity para matiwas nila ang ilang work. Hopefully, ang expanded opportunity po, dili po ingon nga, wa na lang gid po'y limit. It means, hantod-hantod na lang po. So, kung dili po hantod-hantod na lang po na, it means that dili na mahuman ang semester. So what you're going to do is, ang way of expanded opportunity is just giving extra mile for students to perform the task.
Adjustment.
Oo.
Yes.
Okay, maka-adjust sila. That's a good term, adjustment. There's another thing of expanded opportunity. So for example, ningon bitaw ko kaganina, kanong last meeting, ningon ko nga, if you think you cannot go with Zoom, I can give you the record and use the Facebook page. That's an expanded opportunity. Because kung mahuman na tong lesson dire, does it mean nga wala gyud kay opportunity nga maminaw sa imong maestro? Ma-recall, ma-replay ang discussion? So it's not. So by posting it in a Facebook page is a form of expanded opportunity. Klaro ba? Ang other expanded opportunity. So
Yes,
pwede
sir.
expanded
Yes.
opportunity with respect to time. Pwede expanded opportunity with respect to the way, the modality, the flexibility of providing students access to learning. So expanded opportunity gyapon na. Expanded opportunity could be in a form of strategy. Di ba ganina niyon ko ganina nga primero it should be self-assessment, sunod peer assessment, sunod group assessment, sunod kang
Group.
teacher na nga assessment. No? Di ba? Tanawang opportunity
Yeah.
nga to nga ma-correct nimo imong work. Kay kung mingon lang ko, sige, submit na dito sa kuha, kay mag-grado na ko dito sa inyo dayon, wala without undergoing all those series of assessment, wala na ka. Hagbong or pasar na gyud ka kutob. Mingon na ang maestro sa
Yes.
imuha nga nara ka sa tumoy sa bullpen. Ang grado nimo miss nara sa tumoy sa akong bullpen. Di ba? Is it correct? I think it's not correct because you are not providing students expanded opportunity. So, in a form of your strategy also in teaching, a way of giving expanded opportunity. Acknowledging that you have diverse learners is a form of expanded opportunity. Right? Katong akong ingon sa inyo nga, it will start within yourself, self-assessment, peer assessment, sunod group assessment, sunod teacher's assessment. That's an opportunity for you so that you can have clear access and clear success to your learning. Dili man ingon nga kung one shot perfect na ka, bright ka. No, it's not. Dili siya ingana ang sistema. It doesn't mean also nga kung kanang na perfect nimo dayon ang gihatag ni maestro sa maestro, ikaw nang pinaka-the best sa iyong klase. Ikaw ang nakabalo diha. No, it's not. It doesn't mean sad nga ikaw ang pinakahinay, wa na kay learning. No, it's not. It's only when you provide students expanded opportunity. It might be si usa ka student is doesn't like to hear the voice of the teacher. Mas ganahan siya sa module. Mubasa na lang siya. So pwede siya dito. Di ba? There are two, karon tulo man kabuk ang napamaagi karon. One is the virtual session. What if the students, sir, I don't like to attend in a virtual session, but I like only to attend in a model class, or I just want to read the activity in the model or in the BIPSO LMS. So I will going to answer kay mas dali ko makat-on dito sir kaysa dire. Oh, that's because we are all diverse. We consider diversity in the classroom. So therefore, by considering diversity in the classroom is a way of expanding opportunity to students. Now, klaro ba ta diha ang number
Letter B.
letter B?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maka-answer na gid mo sa kong pretest. Okay. High expectation for all to succeed. So, kay bantay mo ang term nga no one is left behind. Diba?
Yes.
Balik-balik na siya nga
Yes,
term.
sir.
Oo.
Yes.
Because we always have ang teacher, you should not be happy. Di ba kabantay ka sa teacher? There are teachers that are proud nga nahagbong ilang half sa ilang klase. So think of yourself, ikaw daw teacher, are you happy nga mahagbong ang katunga sa iyong klase? Sige daw, maminaw daw ko
No,
sa inyo.
sir.
No, sir.
Sige, usa-usa. Tagay ko reason ganong di ka maganahan. Kinsa may ganahan mo prasan nga kuan.
Me, sir.
Sige. Kinsa man ni, please.
Dimati, sir.
Miss Dimati. Yes, Miss Dimati.
Because it just reflects the way you teach the students.
Okay.
Then they haven't learned anything from you if mga hagbong sila.
Okay. That's a good kanang paradigm. I call it paradigm because that's how you see reality. Paradigm is how you see reality. You should not be happy nga mahagbong imong estudyante. You should try to reflect in yourself, how come nga nahagbong akong estudyante? Di ba?
Okay.
The question is, how come nga nahagpo man akong estudyante? O, unsay something wrong? Ah, something wrong nga akong nabuhat. Kabantay ka sa ako ganina niyon ko nga niana ko sa inyo ha ganina nga hopefully kita tanan ang mo succeed ani. Dili ko ganahan nga walay mo succeed sa inyo ha. It's because dili tanan nakasulod ani nga Zoom. Dili tanan naka-access. Walay signal tanan. It's really true. Yan ay uban mawala, dili makasulod. No. Di na siya ka kuan diri kasulod diri sa atong Zoom. So ang tendency is luoy na to siya kaayo, mabiya na siya. So ingon siya, what will be another access? So ngotong mga doon sa Facebook page. Kaya nga nung usay purpose ana because I always have high expectation for all students to finish or to achieve the outcomes. Dili ko ganahan malipay o dili ko malipay na I can see my students na dili niya ma-achieve ang outcomes. That is a big no-no for teachers. Teachers should be happy that their students ma-achieve nila ang outcomes and later on they will be contributing to the society. So yung ana dapat high expectation for all to succeed. Walay dapat mahagbong sa outcomes-based education. Pero nalay dugay mo pasar. Nagets ninyo ang meaning ana? Not all
Yes.
uh, not all will survive in the same way in the same time. Diba? Not all will finish in the same time and ang ilang gigamit is pareho pod nga strategies. Is dili ingana. So, siguro by giving expanded opportunity, so nay uban maulhi, nay uban mauna og kapasar og ka-succeed. Pero all of them will succeed. Klaro? Muna siya gimin sa high expectation for all students to succeed. It might be karon, say for example in your class, ato na lang inaon karon. Sa atong mga formative assessment, nakita na ko dito sa data, na 6 kabok students dito nga ni masar nag-submit na sila sa ilang mga formative assessment. So, napakaroon ko 30 ka students nga wala pa siya ni-submit. So, does it mean malipay ko nga unumray naka-submit? No, it's not. Because I
No.
want them all to finish the task. I want them all to answer the task. And that is your obligation. That is your moral obligation as a teacher. That is your moral obligation as a teacher that you have to help and facilitate students to achieve learning outcomes. Klaro?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So walay
Yes, sir.
mahagbong. Kani sa ato mayon ko, kung OBE gani ang approach, walay mahagbong na estudyante. Pero nay mauna, nay maulhi.
May mao.
Nay una siguro, nay maulhi gabay. O, di ba? Siguro mahuman ka karon sa semester, katong uban mahuman siya mga a little bit kuan sa semester. Okay. Kinsa na siyang na-mute na to nga kuan? I-mute na palihog. Okay. Let's go now to the fourth principle. I really spend time in these principles because it's very important thing that you have to consider. I keep on going back here. Mo gini akong balik-balikon diri nga principle. Kung if you try to look at this in assessing your work, mobalik na siya nga mga principle. You keep on asking, sa ganito nga principle ang i-apply ani? So, mobalik din na siya diri sa atong next nga lessons. So, design down from the ultimate culminating outcomes. Okay. Muna siyang gitawag og design down. Asa man umi ko design down? It means gikan sa igbaw from your di ba ningom ta ibutang dito nga clarity of focus sa number 1. Clarity of focus. Clarity of focus on culminating exit outcomes of significance. Og narohon na to, balikon to lang istorya. Ang istorya nako ganina gikan sa ubos sa course, sa lesson, padong sa course, padong sa program, padong sa institution. Now, The moment you enter in this university, nganong ni ganahan man ka ni eskwela sa university? Nganong ganahan man ka ni eskwela diri sa BIPSO? Sige daw, mangutan ko sa inyo ha. Anybody, please. What are the reasons that ni-enroll ka sa university?
Sir,
Yes, miss. Kinsa ni palihog?
Casa, sir.
Yeah, Miss Casas.
I enrolled in the university, sir, even though I still have choices of schools to enroll since I believe that the university is coping up with the upgrading type of education.
Then,
If the other schools are being upgraded, the university is also coming up to compete with the other universities globally.
okay. What is the reason that you are taking BPED? Uh, Aside from PSNED, BSED, BTLED, why do you choose BPED?
I chose BPED, sir, since it was my passion, and also I believe that this course will be a great help for all the students in different levels, even the elementary students and the college students.
Hmm, okay. So, what do you want to become uh, after you graduate in this program?
I wanted to become an effective, skilled, and competitive teacher, sir.
Very good. So, diha magawas ang gitawag og ultimate culminating outcomes. Mo to imong gistorya katong effective, basta to effective,
Effective, competitive, and skilled.
skilled. Okay. Muna imong gusto, di ba? Diha ang
Yes.
imong gikita nga pinaka dapat ko mo graduate ko ani nga course, dapat maing ani ko. So muna siyang pinaka ultimate culminating outcomes nga imong ma-achieve nga dapat ako effective ko nga teacher, skilled ko nga teacher, and competitive ko nga teacher. So diha ang pinaka ultimate culminating outcomes nimo nga makitaan. How to do it? So dapat sa atong course lang daan ato lang i-relate sa atong course. Kaya di na ko ma-relate sa tanan kay daghan naman siya gayo ang courses ninyong gi-enroll. Sa ato lang ang course. Para maging effective ko nga teacher, dapat kay mo man ni akong culminating outcomes, unsa man ang naa sa program outcomes ani nga BPED. Kabalo day dapat I know how to develop instructional materials, design, course design. Kabalo ko mo assess, mo monitor og sa mga programs ani sa mga courses ani. Kabalo ko mo design og lesson, kabalo ko mo design og syllabus, kabalo mo design og anything about instructional materials. So, most likely from that culminating outcomes nga gusto nimo, ni lower down ka dayon sa BPED nga program. Pag lower down sa imong BPED nga program, kinsa man ni nga course ang pwede makatabang nako nga maka-design ko og mga syllabus, maka-design ko og mga ani. So kinsa man, see the teacher and the school curriculum. Now, ngadto na. Oy, di design a course syllabus using OBTL framework. Di. Karon, unsa may particular lesson nga para ma-achieve din nako? Di. Evaluate a course syllabus. Prepare a course syllabus para ma-achieve din nako. Try to look at the concept now. It's not starting from the lesson. It started from your ultimate culminating outcomes because you enroll in this university believing on something that ingani ang mahitabo nako after taking the course. So we have to design down. Karon kay si Miss Casas ganahan man siya ingana. So karon na-challenge ang maestro. Inko dapat din no, mo na gusto ni Miss Casas, effective siya nga teacher. So kung effective siya nga teacher, dapat may siya mo design og lesson plan. Dapat kabalo siya mo design og syllabus. Kabalo siya mo design og unsay i-design ana nga nasa DepEd nga mga lessons nga kinahanglan. Kabalo siya mo makahatag og difference between a course outcome, a course objective, or a course goal. So at least maklaro na niya. So at least para maging effective siya in the future. So mo nang reason nga ingon siya nga design down from your ultimate culminating outcomes. Putang nato sa iyong major, BPED man mo, di ba? So kung mayon si
Yes,
skilled
sir.
man ningon siya, skilled man. So skilled gani it means sa BPED gani is expected sila nga may sila mo sayaw, may sila mo kanta, they can perform in stage, they can perform in theater siguro, they can perform o sa may iyong ma-perform dapat sa BPED nga dapat nga
Sport.
okay. So, example lang sa kana lang gitawag na to og uh, kanang nasa kanang sa football field gani unsa na si tawag na dance kanang demonstration unsa na
Playground demonstration.
Playground
playground
demonstration.
okay kana lang pag choreograph lang anang at the end of the course I be skillful in how to choreograph playground demonstration with 10,000 students. For God's sake, bisag kay na i-control lang bisag gani kamo gani atong unang panahon bisag kay i-control ni Sir Ryan. So kang 10,000 students, dili maminaw ano. So that's a challenge. Muna siyang pinaka culminating outcomes nimo sa imong pagka-teacher. Kung ma-teacher ka, I can choreograph a playground demonstration with this number of participants, 10,000. So, yeah, with clear facing, with clear synchronization, with clear color combination and waving and all other things. So, ingana ang challenge mo na pinaka-culminating outcome nimo. So, with that, if that is your culminating outcome, unsa man na siya napita? Asa na siya napita sa program outcome nako? Makita dito na sa iyong major sa dances. O sa dances, unsa may specific course ana? O na specific course ana niya dito? Ay kinahanglan dai ko these are the 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 steps that you are going to have in terms of playground demonstration. Ang specific ana nga lesson ay di mo dali suday nga imo nang i-play di ay it should be ang kana day ako mga facing ako mga steps diha it should be done in a small group first small steps yahuman sa small group yahuman madako-dako na nga group until such time na it will be a combination of a large group. So diha nimo makita nga you did not start from what? From a lower outcome, but your ultimate culminating outcome. Kung unsa gyud gusto nimo sa imong kinabuhi nga mahitabo. So karon kay gusto man mo nga yung skilled PE teacher, kay mo graduate mo sa BPED. So therefore, ang imong ultimate culminating outcome ninyo is kato example. You can choreograph a playground demonstration with 10,000 o but ano to with 1,000 students. Dila sila to dakuon. O, di ba? Kung makita nimo nga maka-perform sila, ingana nga maayo maka-choreograph ka sila, makahatag og klaro nga steps, diha ka makaingon nga you have achieved the outcomes of significance. Outcomes of the institutional outcome, the graduate attributes of being a students under the program of Bachelor of Physical Education. Ano? So, mo nang giminya, design down from your ultimate culminating outcomes. So, nag-start siya sa imong pinakagusto. Pinakagusto nga, in reality nga, mo na gusto nimo mahitabo. Nga human, mo cascade siya padong sa ubos sa program, sa course, sa lesson. So, I hope I was able to explain those things clearly to you. The next thing that you are going to have is this number 4. What do you understand about constructive alignment? What do you think? What is this
The interconnection.
interconnection?
Interconnection of the outcomes, the
Outcomes.
the assessment
Interconnection.
strategies, teaching and assessment strategies.
Okay. It's a very good thing. Kani siya is more is
It
ato
is
ganin
an
natin
outcome-based approach.
tanaw na to ang atong gibuhat ganina. Example nako ingo ganina lesson, program, lesson, course, program, institutional. Yeah, ningon na pugo sa design down karon nga principle from institutional nga imong gusto sa imong end nga real life na ba na present sa imong program, na ba na present sa imong course, padong sa imong lesson. If you try to look at those things, katong alignment is vertical alignment. And they
Yes.
keep on going up, di ba? From lesson, course, program, institutional. So nagpasaka siya. Those are vertical alignment. Ano? Karon, kani nga level, ningon mo sa ko karon isa, a constructive alignment is that when your teaching and learning activities and assessment tasks are aligned to your course outcomes
Intended.
or intended learning outcome, that is what you call
Constructive
vertical.
alignment.
That's not anymore vertical alignment. That is now your horizontal alignment. Say atong tanaw no. Nato example diri. Na siya example diri sa atong syllabus. Ako nang ipagawa sa akong syllabus for a while. Ako yung stop sharing para maklaro lang nimo ang constructive alignment nga principle. I have to find my syllabus for a while. Oh my God, where are you? It's here. Nakatala kong syllabus sample. Where is that syllabus? Marang nisulod na sa syllabus na to nga lesson. This could be good for us para maklaro na ninyo karon on basically how to evaluate the course syllabus. Allow me to share screen. This one. Okay. Alright. Outcome nga. Nakita ninyo ang klaro gamay ba siya dako?
Yes, sir.
Okay kani.
Yes,
Mas
sir.
klaro
Klaro
na,
man
sir.
Mo ni ang syllabus, mo ni atong evaluate karon. Now, kato ang istorya ganina, mo ni ang intended outcomes, di ba? Yung kung evaluate a course syllabus in terms of its alignment and distinguishing features of OBTN. Mo ni ang pinaka lesson outcome. Ngari design, mo ni siya ang pinaka course outcome. Kani. Kani mo ni say design an outcomes-based syllabus in accordance to OBTL framework. So mo ni siya ang course outcome. Sa course outcome, mo ni siya ang iyong posible makita nga program outcomes inyo dito. Then human, program educational objectives is program outcome. Okay, this one is made by teacher education. Dili ni akong hinimo. Hinimo na ginidaan sa atong teacher education nga school. Then human, mo ni ang mga program outcomes, di ba? Ganina akong istorya, develop innovative curricula, instructional plans, teaching, di ba? Mo ni akong istorya ganina. So, dili siya masod ang kanini mo nga course outcome nga designed outcomes-based syllabus. Asa siya nabilong? Human empowerment. Diha sa atong vision. So, tanaw nimo karon, mo ni gitawag og vertical alignment from lesson to course to program to institutional. Whereas ang imong constructive alignment, iningon siya nga ang teaching learning activities, this one, the teaching learning activities and assessment tasks should be aligned with your intended outcome.
Learning outcome.
Tanawa siya karon, it's not anymore vertical alignment but a horizontal alignment. Kaya wa may labaw sa ilahang tulo or di kani dire, wa may labaw, di man labaw ang intended learning outcome over teaching learning activities over assessment task. Di man siya labaw ana. So, pareho siya level pero ang alignment niya is horizontal. Ganina ang alignment is
Horizontal.
vertical. Ganina alignment vertical ano? Kay ngano man gikan sa lesson, sa course, sa program, sa institution.
Program, institutional.
Klaro ba? So, ang constructive alignment is a horizontal alignment between the alignment of the teaching and learning activities and assessment tasks with respect to the intended learning outcome. Let's try to check these things ganong align sila. Si teacher, iyang gusto sa iyang estudyante is to evaluate a course syllabus in terms of its alignment and distinguishing features of OBTL framework. I-evaluate. Try to look at the teaching learning activities. Diba? Kung ingon sa imo, individual, then peer task. So akong ingon ganina nga magtandem mo sa iyong classmate, mag-peer mo, mag-pair, lahi ng pair o peer. Peer is kanang ka-level nimo.
Yeah.
Pair is tandem mo. So, nagtandem mo, yahuman, you are going to develop critiques on the various aspects of the components of the course syllabus. Mayon ka, tanawa ko ni classmate ang akong gitrabaho. Kung sakto ba ang akong pang-evaluate ani nga syllabus. I-critique daw ko no akong work. Tanawa ko no. Di ba? So, nano mo peer assessment. Then later, you can go for individual presentation of your work. Nga, based on the different critics nga iyong nakitaan, nag-share mo karon nga, uy, kaning indicator is not present. This indicator is present. This indicator is not present. So, this one needs improvement. Okay. So, here, in this, the moment you develop critics, you are evaluating the work of others. You are evaluating your work, and you are also evaluating the work of others. The moment you make clear judgment, because evaluation is different from assessment. Assessment is just merely gathering, collecting, and getting the data, whereas evaluation is a form of getting the data, evaluating, assessing, and you make judgment. The moment you make judgment, may ka, uy, kanisya nga syllabus is not OBE syllabus. So the moment you make judgment, after collecting, after analyzing, that's now a form of evaluation. Again ha, ang assessment is just mere collecting, gathering, and analyzing the data. The moment you make judgment, kung nag-collect ka, nag-gather ka, nag-analyze ka data, plus nag-judge ka, nag-give ka hatang og decision, it means it's not anymore assessment. Karon, it becomes evaluation. So, in your case here, tanaw na to diri karon, evaluate na iyang gusto, so nag-develop sa critics. Yahuman, individual presentation of the self-evaluation of one's course syllabus using a checklist. So, naman checklist, di ba? I-check man to ninyo later. So, mo ang inyong teaching learning activity. Ingani day among pagtrabaho ani karon nga lesson 1. Di lang di ay ako ang magtrabaho ani. I need others. I need the face of my classmate. So mamiling ko og beautiful face og handsome faces. Di ba? So I need the face of others. I need my classmate. I need my peers on this, on how to develop these things. Mayon siya. Sige daw ko no classmate, tanaw ni nato nga syllabus, tanaw nato kung if we have the same critics on this type of syllabus. Then later on, we can make judgment. And pagkahuman, we can make judgment. We can present our judgment to the class. And the class, we are going to make some evaluation also. So, after that, unsa man sa iyong buhaton? Self and peer assessment, di ba? Of evaluating course syllabus. So, tanawa karon, evaluate diri ang term, mag-develop sila critics, yahuman ang assessment is mag-evaluate gid mo og syllabus. So, wala ba siya, na may multiple choice test diha? My dear student, na may multiple choice test diha karon? Na ang assessment? Naa wala. Hello, my dear students. Naabay nakita niyo nga multiple choice assessment? Naa wala.
No, sir.
Wala.
Wala, sir.
Wala, sir.
Wala niyo nakitaan. Ang assessment nato dire is self and peer assessment in evaluating the course syllabus using the criteria. And mo ni ang criteria, mo ni ang checklist. So therefore, ikaw dai primero ang mo check, ikaw dai primero ang mo evaluate. Then after that, mag-exchange mo sa imong classmate. Kung iyang evaluation in that particular syllabus, mao paghihapon nga imong pagkandak og self-assessment sa kana pag-evaluate ana nga syllabus. Later, mayon mo, oy nganong di man ta pareho dire. Ingon man ka dire nga kani nga indicator 1. Ingon man ka nga rin nga not indicated. Ya ang katong usad, ang ako di kay indicated man. So you're now trying to make critiques. Mayon ka karon nga and you are undergoing peer assessment. Mayon ka nga, oh bitaw no. Asa man imo nakita na siya nga indicator kay wa ko kita ana. Kami yun na imong classmate usa. Yes, di aran na siya dire. Bitanawon ko na ako. Oy di man imo gisulti ni sir. Oh, then you start making critiques. So the moment you start making critiques, you are assessing a work and you are undergoing peer assessments. Ano? So dito niyo makit-an nga kana nga syllabus ang inyong gitan-aw sakto ba o dili, and you can compare your answer. Sa una, close sa close kani cover your work, karon di na share your answers. Share your answers, evaluate your work kung sakto ba o dili. So muna ni karon ang strategy. So try to look at this one. There's a clear alignment between assessment tasks and teaching learning activities with respect to the intended learning outcome. So by doing this, makaingon ko nga at the end of this lesson, you will learn how to evaluate, or you can evaluate a course syllabus in terms of OBTL framework. So another example here. Later na lang din siya na to ibutang ang example. So ang question karon, nakapili na mo og syllabus?
Wala pa, sir.
Okay. Anyway, napamantay kuan, naman siguro may syllabus nga sunod semana, naman may klase sunod semana for another course. So, most likely, ma-compare ninyo dito nga syllabus and you can start doing
Yes, sir.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a
Yes, miss.
problem, sir, sa mga before na syllabus.
Sige, ano man. Basta may problema na to dito.
Because their syllabus are not kanang complete with
Ah.
dili complete ang information, sir.
Sige ko no. That's good.
Example in
sige.
our kuan dili complete example program outcome walay naka-indicate nga program outcome, course outcome wala po.
Okay. Very good. Very good. That's a good thing to observe. Wala ay problema to sila kung wala nila gibutangan. What you are going to do is you have to identify those things. Kung wala siya, not indicated, ana lang imong buhaton. Ay nasa problema ha nga wala to nila gibutang ni ma'am o ni sir. Dapat di ta ka na it doesn't matter. Kung namoy syllabus karon sa iyong maestra, gamita to. Iyang man tan-awon nimo.
Yes, sir.
Naman ni siya course outcome, naman ni siya intended learning outcome. Kung wala gani siya, not indicated. Ano lang ka simple. Human, mayong
Yes,
na
sir.
karon dito, after gathering all those data nga imo nakita, necessary ba gyud ang course outcome? That's the time you are going to ask question. Mayong ka kasi mong partner, necessary ba gyud ang course outcome? Mayong ka, necessary siya classmate. Oh, kay ngano man, what the students will be able to do at the end of the lesson. How come kani nga teacher wa man siya naghimog course outcome? So, kung ikaw ba karon i-reflect nimo sa imong self, kung ako karon nga teacher, manundog ba ko ani nga maestra? Nga di ko mo kopya, di ko mohimo og course outcome. So these are the things that you are going to consider. If I will be the teacher, I will be the teacher in the future. Kung gitawag nako, I will be competitive, I will be skilled, I will be effective teacher. If I'm going to design my lesson, do I really need to make a course outcome? So that's the time that you are going to ask yourself, yun ka, sayop si teacher namo dahil sa una, dapat na siya course outcome. Oh. Then, wa man siya naghimong course outcome, unsa ni siya nga lesson, major subject man ni nako. Ngani man day siya. Playground demonstration man day ni siya. So, I will make a course outcome for this. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to himo ka dito. Diba? So, after evaluating, you now preparing. Pero karon atong lesson na is just merely evaluation. So, Miss Jamaica, ayaw na pagproblemaha to siya kung wa nagibutang sa iyong teacher. Naman tayo checklist. So,
Yes,
kung
sir.
unsay naa niya dito, mo to iyong checkan. It doesn't mean po nga mo check ko kay
Yes.
perfect o dili na po ingon ana my dear students nga kung dapat na gyud indicated gyud tanan ang inyong syllabus nga inyong ipakita nako. No, it's not. Dili ko nagtan-aw ana. It is the process on how you evaluate the syllabus. No,
Yes, sir.
man akong tanawon. Dili kay ingon nga indicated tanan, indicated ang nakabutang dito na
Perfect.
perfect ay yung grado. No, it's not. Dili na siya nga anak karon, my dear student. It's the way you evaluate the syllabus. Yeah, the way how you collaborate others in evaluating that syllabus. Diha ta maggrado. Kay outcomes man ang imong gusto. Masugot na lang ba ko nga akong estudyante at the end of this lesson, di sila kabalo ma-evaluate ang syllabus because gi-perfect lang niya kay aron perfect dito nga indicated tanan ya mayon ko nga kani amay gini akong estudyante. No, it's not. That is not the process. The process now is ang imo yung performance. The performance on how to evaluate that syllabus. Na-indicate man na sa teacher o wala ba na-indicate ni teacher. So therefore, it's part of your evaluation. Okay ba ta diha sa uban, Miss Jamaica and the others?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, very
Thank you, sir.
okay. Let's proceed now to the next thing is ako gyud siyang gi-emphasize din kaning pretest gyud importante jud kay siya. So constructive alignment, the salient features of outcomes-based syllabus, it should be discussed in the next topic. How to prepare an outcomes-based syllabus? Kaning 5 and 6 is in lesson 2. Nani siya sa lesson 2. I think some here in
Yes.
lesson 1, naani siya diri sa lesson 1 ang sa 5. Pero kaning number 6 gyud sure ko nga it's part of lesson 2. Dito na lang ako siya i-discuss further ang kaning number 6. Because it's a matter of preparing. My dear students, it doesn't mean nga dapat ka ma-perfect sa imong pretest. No, it's not. It's a matter of identifying your level of learning at this point of time. Kung asa dapita ang inyong nahibaw-an karon. Kung
Yes,
at
sir.
least I will be aware also. I keep on checking. Last night bitaw ganahan kay ko mo check sa mga work mo tong makita na ko ba giyon sa nila pag-answer para I can prepare with my lesson. So nakita-an magud ako nga majority were not answering. So I just give now thoroughly these principles because sa to nga mga principles, OBE is power principle. One is clarity of focus.
Clarity of
Second,
focus.
Clarity of focus.
And
expanded
first,
opportunity.
high expectation.
High
Praise to all
expectation.
season.
High down.
Resign. Okay. And the most another important thing that you have to remember, another principle is the principle of constructive alignment.
Alignment.
Okay. Okay. Constructive alignment. Okay. Ang alignment, there are two alignment. One is vertical and the other one is horizontal alignment. The vertical alignment follows on lesson, course, program, institutional level, or vice versa. Ang horizontal alignment is that adtong teaching and learning activities and assessment tasks are aligned to your course outcome.
Intended learning outcome.
Intended learning outcomes. Very good. Kani siya nga level, it pertains only, constructive alignment is present only on the course itself. Okay.
Nakaintindi ako nga iya dahil.
Salamat. So let's go to the next level. Okay. Adto ta siya. Asa na to atong sunod nga lesson? Tara dai dire. Okay. Let's proceed now to Dili murag na ni siya ikuan free activity diri. Ang ayan nga question diri. Let's try before we go kay mag 11:30 naman para maka-break ta. Mubalik lang ta siguro mga 2 o'clock. Recording the same ra gyapon ang atong ano, ang kaning atong link. I will share it later sa siguro. Mubalik tag mga 2 o'clock siguro. Kung di na to ni mahuman. Ato gining humanon siya karon nga adlaw. Oh, di na to ni pwede nga dili mahuman kay next week lain na po yung klase, di ba? So, let's try to proceed here in the pre-activity. Description and pre-activity. Okay. I will go, this is the outcome. Katong gibalik-balik na ko nga outcome. Pero try to look at this one, this pre-activity. Before we go out karon, naman tayo mga 20 minutes pa. So, try to read this one. Who will be the one to read? Miss Kuan. Miss Trapal. Si Miss Trapal atong pabasahon. Try to read the situation.
Sir Hines, sir, waray nakabutang.
Ay, sorry. Wala ko na share. Sorry. Okay, here. Nara di ay. Kana. Nakita na mo?
Ang situation, sir.
Who is to blame? Pre-activity?
Yes, sir. Ang situation, basahon.
Oh, situation. Yes, situation. Miss Trapal.
The findings of the course monitoring revealed that 90% of the BSED 3 students taking the Prof. Ed TSC failed in the course. The dean instructed the chairpersons to re-evaluate the course. It was found out that the students experienced difficulty in designing a course syllabus as their course outcome. On the other hand, it was also found out that the teacher was focused in discussing the lessons just to cover everything in the course, which resulted on a slight improvement in students' learning. Moreover, the teacher asserted that the students hate the course and majority of them failed in all paper and pencil tests.
Try to look at this one. It's a very good example, very good scenario nga. There's really misalignment between assessment and outcome. So what the teacher wants is, ang saan ito mahimo niya is, pa-design nun og
Course outcome. Course syllabus.
course
Course
syllabus
syllabus as their course
Oh.
outcome.
as their course outcome. Pero ang ilang examination is
Test. Pencil test.
paper and pencil test.
And pencil
Ayan.
test.
So murag multiple choice test so kung mayon sa
Yes.
perfect ba karon ang problema karon diri sa kaninga situation is that most of the students failed. 90%. Oh. Okay, question. As a student, who is to blame? Si teacher or ang mga students? Then why? Teacher. Student? See, this is a good
I
thing.
think sir, same.
Same. For what reason? Isa ni answer si. Isa to ni answer.
Mark.
Mark, sir. Mark, sige Mark.
Kay ano ba ito na akong answer? Kung answer is, di ba is, we are in an OBE kuan education.
Okay.
So, the role of the teacher is he or she to facilitate her or her students.
Mm-mm.
Then, more on student, student approach, learning approach. Bagan more on student,
Learner-centered.
learning centered. So,
Oh.
kailangan dito luwat ba, ang student is nanhingkamot ba yan na ma-achieve ang ginaaronghan teacher nga kuan. Then, ang teacher gyap may faulty nga, may sayop gyap ang teacher kay an iya pinaka-final kuan nag paper and pencil kuan niya. Baga an iya course syllabus waray nag-align.
Okay.
Waray nag-constructive alignment.
Sige.
So, para ako, niragod
Sila
timiram
duha.
na may dera sayo.
Sila duha, si teacher and the students.
Students.
Kay si teacher lang ingon siya diri, just simply covering everything in the course. Bahala
Yes.
na kung mga cut-on mo o dili. Basta akong lesson 1 human na, lesson 2 human na. Bahala di mo makataon
Yes.
dili. Humanon din ako. Ya, human, let's have the assessment, multiple choice test. Okay. Di.
Waray connect.
Oh, yeah. Nahagbong man ang 90%. Nag-all si Dean. Si Dean, oy, ingon, Dean, tanawa ni chairperson. Ingon si Dean, chairperson, try to check the work of this teacher kay mura mag 90% of the students failed in this course. So, muna ang ilang situation karon. So, sa kang Mark, ingon si Mark nga, si teacher and si students ang mga sayop. Okay. Ano, laing answer, napailain, wapay maingon nga, ang sayop si teacher.
Sir, si teacher.
Si teacher, sige. Kinsa man ni palihog?
Kasa, sir.
Casas, okay. Miss Casas. Nganong si teacher man pod Miss Casas?
For me, sir, the teacher, since there was a lesser effort on the proper implementation or the proper discussion on the topics. Okay, as for me, if the teacher will discuss well the different
Mm-hmm.
topics and lessons in accordance to the outcomes he or she wanted us to be done,
Hmm.
I can answer, I can pass.
Okay.
However, if she will not give us the proper way of discussing or the proper way of teaching, I cannot really pass
Okay, very good. That's another good
based on
solution.
my own.
Okay, that's a good answer also. But most likely, teacher will going to facilitate learning, and if just simply covering all the lessons, so that's not good. That's more teacher centered.
Yes,
So dapat si teacher pod iyang gitagaan, di ba? For example sa iyong sayaw, di ba? Kung ay yun na si teacher mo ni pagsayaw ha, ya dili siya mo demonstrate ang saan pagsayaw. Is it
yes.
good?
I cannot learn.
Oh, di ba? The students cannot learn. So most likely it's a good answer also. Kinsa may na-answer diha nga i-blame na to ang students. Sige daw. At least we can see the whole picture. Dana may ni-answer nga sayop ang teacher and students. Dana po ni side pod nga sayop ang teacher. Na may mo answer diha nga sayop ang students.
No.
Kinsa man diha mo answer. Please, everybody, just it's a matter of kuan naman ni discussion. Dili man ni makaiban sa iyong grado, my dear student. Kani nga mga
No.
activity bitaw, it does not dili siya makaiban kay wala ba siya kabantay ka dito giingnan na mo nako nga these are the only items nga graded siya. Kani nga mga activity diri, it's free for
Yes.
you. This is the venue of learning, my dear students. Kani ang pinakanindot, kani mga formative assessment, kani nga formative works. Dili gyud ang venue of learning. Ayaw ka gool kung masayop ka og masaktok o masayop ka. Kay dili man na siya ingon nga kung masayop ka dire, inaunti ka nga kanang kuan, hagbong ng kasakong klase. No. Your mistake is an opener to others kanang concept. Is an opener to others person's development. So, ikaw pod nga nasayop ka, makorek ka dayon diri sa maestro, matagaan ka og feedback, di ba?
Yeah.
So, kani nga mga ingani-gani nga activity, you should be engaged. Ay mo kahadlok. Oh, mo na ko i-encourage ani karon sa mga participants nato. So, kinsa man karon ang naay position nga do you think sayop si students or dapat ma-blame si students?
Sir, ako.
Sige naman, say Mark. Uy, naingon naman ka nga teacher and students. Yeah. Karon may ganun pong kalitaw. Kanang lain na pod kay para at least man lang ba nga ang imong position stick na ka dito sa duha. At least man lang.
Yes.
Okay.
Oo. Kinsa ka hilain diha? Si Miss Tropal. Basing na si Miss Tropal nga kuan. Idea. Kinsa pa may lain nato dire nga makita na to. Anybody? Si Miss April. Do you think masayop ba si kuan? Si student? O si Miss Dimat, si Patricia Ann Atibola. Okay. Wala may lain ni
Dimate.
Dimate. Or
Sir, my answer is I blame the teacher, sir.
teacher po di mo?
Yes, sir.
Teacher po di mo. Sige. Wala gyud sa students niya. Kanang mo kon lang nga students po ang sayop. Wala ba diha? Just for the matter of discussion. Para kon lang siya ba? It's an open discussion nga. Nasayop sad ang students. Si Miss Patricia Atibula. What do you think, Miss Patricia? Si student side lang.
Diyan eh.
Oh.
Pag-send ko ng picture kay imong atirani. Kay para
Miss,
carpooling. Dito ra pag-open.
Miss Patricia? Nabas Miss Patricia? Hello, Miss Patricia.
Okay, mamawa. Discussion sa picture.
Ah, isa man si Miss si GK, kasi si GK April, lalaki ni babae.
Lucky, sir.
Si
Lucky,
GK,
sir.
si GK, sorry, si Mr. April. Oh, Mr. April, sa imong end. Hello, Mr. April. Wala si Mr. April. Si Miss Sheena Dabalos. Oh, Miss Sheena. Nas Miss Sheena.
Sir,
Yes, Miss Sheena. What do you think? Dili ba pwede na to ma-blame si students?
pwede gap, sir, kay
Okay, nga naman.
dapat, if they think nga they don't understand the teacher, they should tell her or him na they don't understand the lesson so that
Okay.
maka-adjust po ang teacher ba sir kung paano niya i-deliver niya lesson so that maka-understand dirahan about the teacher is trying to discuss.
Okay.
Sir, I'm not sure kay teacher ana akong gim-blame, sir.
Sa imo teacher pero kay gipa-answer man tiga og kuan kanang students, so most likely. Si Miss Tropal, murag na siguro si Miss Tropal, okay po siguro ang iya. Miss
Ako,
Marina.
sir.
Yes, Miss Marina.
Student, sir.
Student, nga namang student man, Miss.
Usahay, sir. Biskan nagtutot doan teacherhin maupay ang mga estudyante mag-fail nga ni raha exam, ginbe-blame lagi hap nira ang teacher.
Okay. Bitaw no?
Yes, sir.
Si students, i-blame niya ang teacher. Si teacher pod, i-blame pod niya ang students. Muna ba siya chicken egg?
Mag-blame mo.
Nakita niyo ang storya karon, di ba? Kay tungod ni mingon ang teacher. Mingon si teacher karon ba nga? Tingod ni kay kuan kanang tungod ni kay ako mga estudyante mo na mga low kanang last section ni sila mga kuan ni mga pinilian na ni. Yeah, mingon po ang mga student. Okay, mo na si ma'am, sige lang katug sa klase. Ana. So it's a matter of kisa magiuna ang itlog or ang chicken. It's a chicken egg situation. So, which one should go? These are the things that you have to consider. So, I will give the answer to this one. Do not blame the teacher. And do not blame the students. Do not blame the teacher, neither blame the students. Unsa may dapat natong i-blame? Blame for the lack of alignment.
Yes.
No?
Nakabalikan ka ba for syllabus?
The alignment of your course outcome, the teaching activity, and the assessment task. Tanawa, my dear student. Tanawa, ako to giniscuss ganina, di ba? Ningon ko ganina nga.
Yes.
Ang ilang gusto is mag-design sila og course syllabus. Pero what happened to teacher is teacher, nagsige na siya discuss sa mga lessons. No. And at the end of the day, ang mga students, iyang gipa answer og multiple choice test. So dili align. Walay alignment sa ilang pag-achieve sa ilang gusto nga outcomes. Ang ilang gusto mag-design. Si teacher nagsige lang yaw-yaw sa klase. Just keep on discussing the lessons. Si students, naminaw rasad, passive rasad siya. Not even try to develop critiques. Try to prepare a syllabus. Try to see the alignment of in terms of vertical alignment and horizontal alignment. So in terms of alignment, in terms from lesson, course, program, institutional. Wala gani gi-determine ang alignment sa teaching learning activities. Kung kani ba nga teaching learning activities, mo align ba ni siya ngadto sa outcomes? Kani ba siya nga assessment mo align ba siya sa outcomes? So,
Outcome.
ang problem here is do not blame the teacher. Neither blame the students.
Students.
Blame the lack of alignment.
Alignment.
Okay. Kani siya ang pinaka-opening activity ninyo. So, kinahanglan gid ay
Yes,
nako
sir.
i-evaluate ang akong course syllabus. Kung naabag yun siya alignment.
Alignment.
Oo. Na ba siya constructive alignment? Kaya kung wala gani siya, luoy ang estudyante,
Hindi good
ang
ma-achieve ang outcome.
very good. That's the clear answer. Supposedly, I should mention those things. So at least klaro ninyo karon no nganong maklaro ninyo karon ba kani nga level lang. At least klaro ninyo nga level nga hala di ay I have to evaluate the syllabus of my teacher. Yeah, I have to if I'm going to make a plan ing anion sa nako paghimo akong syllabus. There should be clear alignment. Kay aron dili misguided akong mga students. Klaro ba ta diha nga level before we go kay murag hapit naman alas 12. So at
Yes,
least
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I hope I can hear nga you learn something karon lang nga buntag nga bitaw di I know akong tan-aw day akong lesson karon nga giklasihan nako kung kani ba siya align ba siya sa course outcome sa gihimo ni teacher sa kaning gihatag ni teacher sa kuha align ba siya sa iyang course outcome nga gihatag sa iyang syllabus o kani ba iyang course outcome align ba ni siya sa program outcomes karon kanganing program outcomes karon na-align ba gid siya ngadto sa atong vision and mission sa university. Ya karon bitan-aw na to pud ikaduha. Tan-aw na to, let's try to check the outcome of our teacher nga gihaset ani nga lesson. Unsa may strategy ni teacher karon? Unsa man ang iyang assessment nga gihatag? Hala kay dili man align, napatay posible mahagbong ko ani nga klase. Or posible nga if I will not learn because ang iyang assessment is multiple choice test. Multiple choice test niya, ang gusto magpa-design sa kuha. Ang iyang gusto nga pasayawon ko niya, pa-performon ko niya og kani nga karinyosa nga dance, nga folk dance. Yang iyang gihatag nga questions ako is multiple choice test. Do you think kung ma-perfect ko diri, master na ko mosayaw og karinyosa? Unsa man imo tan-aw ana, Troyo?
Sir?
Oh, do you think kung ma-perfect ka sa assessment sa lesson nga ang iyong teacher gusto ninyo nga you have to perform the folk dance nga karinyosa. Di ba na folk dance nga karinyosa?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
what if mo na gusto sa iyong teacher nga iyong ipa-perform sa iyo ha? Pero ang assessment niya is not for you to perform the karinyosa dance, but ang iyang gusto is ipa-answer mo sa 50 items na question about karinyosa. Do you think kung ma-perfect mo sa 50 items nga multiple choice nga questions dito sa mga karinyosa, may nakamusayaw o karinyosa?
No.
No.
So what is the important thing there nga iyong buhaton? Kasi dapat niyo nga assessment dito sa student kung kamoy teacher.
Dapat
Performance
kuan
task.
mag-perform.
Kung maghimo mo performance task, you have to determine the criteria. Di ba? Right. Mo ni steps sa karinyosa, mo ni ang formation sa iyang hand, mo ni formation sa iyang tiil, mo ni siya ang sequence. Then after that, i-check nimo kung na-perform ba siya sa students. Once they are being performed by the students, you can tell to the students, you can see, you can evaluate, you can look into the performance of the students nga graceful ba ang students mo sayaw? Dili ba? Because gracefulness is very hard to measure. Kay subjectivity kay na siya. Pero because you have clear indicators on that level of gracefulness, so probably you can rate the students nga na-perform niya og wala. So at the end of the day, the students will be able to achieve the outcomes as what Mark Troyo said. Diba? So at least klaro ta karon. At least at this point of time, I'm going to discuss further in this lesson. Unyang hapon, balik ta. Okay, stop lang sa ninato. Stop lang sa ninato. Yahuman. Balik ta unyang hapon, mga 2 o'clock. Okay ba?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Dito
Okay,
nako
sir. Yes,
dito
sir.
dito nako i-clear na gyud nako karon unsaon niyo pag-evaluate. Unsay mga parts sa syllabus, unsay mga features sa OBTL, ngadto na nako i-discuss. Nga paghuman i-present nako didto unya ang checklist. Kay para makita niyo ang checklist, mo tan-aw mo sa syllabus, maka-evaluate mo on how to check it or not. Okay? Okay. So,
Okay,
if
Yes,
you're
sir.
sir.
okay,
Okay,
lunchtime
sir.
naman, so balik lang taon niya. Salamat sa pagpaminaw. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
See you at 2 o'clock.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.